Hey everybody, Greg Rice here in the Bucket, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. City of Cranston sending out their revaluation notices for tax purposes. Now, you thought they were rough during COVID? Remember those boosts that we got? I love Woonsocket, but I got absolutely demolished in Woonsocket. My taxes went up about 47%. They wonder why the rents went up, because the taxes went up, okay? You don't hear that on the news. So we're just going to shed some light on Cranston today. Dear Cranston property owner, very formal. In accordance with the Rhode Island General Statutes, the City of Cranston is completing a revaluation of all real property for the 2024 tax roll, okay? Shown below is the new proposed assessment of your property as established for tax purposes. Your new proposed assessment is based on 100% of market value as of December 31st of 2023, 3.5 months ago. Do not apply the current tax rate, the current mill rate, to your new assessment. Doing so will result in an inaccurate calculation of future taxes. The new rate will be determined in the spring of 2024. So the mill rate can potentially change. It can go up. So you could potentially be incorrect in your new higher assessment. It could also go down, which did happen during COVID, but I'm not so certain, okay? Now, I'm not going to go into all of this notice, but just to give you an idea, you have the right to appeal any revaluation. Now, when you appeal, typically it's going to go through the agency that was contracted for these revaluations. And the cities and towns typically will hire this company here. It's called VGSI, Vision Government Solutions. And then there's another one, NE Reval. I remember up in Woonsocket, they used that one, in West Warwick too, I believe. They conduct the appeals first, okay? And you have the option for an informal, is what they call it, informal phone hearing, which is appointment only, or you can do an in-person hearing. And that's what I do. I want to sit in front of you physically, and I want to see why my property went from an assessment of $319,200 to $501,700. Now, what is that, AJ? What is that for percentage increase? That's got to be like 40-something% increase. Like that. Okay? And these just went up just a few short years ago. Now we're going up again. 40% or whatever the number is. What do you do about it? You appeal, you hope for the best. Okay, you go to that meeting. And if that does not work, then you appeal with the city. So if VGSI does not give you an abatement, a reduction, an adjustment that meets your liking, you can then appeal with the city, which can get pretty time consuming. It could cost you money. You could hire an attorney, engage a broker, real estate broker, get BPOs, which cost money. This is all, of course, at your expense. And the bottom line is they hold the say. And at the end of the road, if they don't adjust this number, my taxes going up 40-some-odd% is going to equate to roughly an increase of about, I'm going to say $400 a month, divided by 4 apartments at this specific property. Every single person is getting a rent increase. So you now start to see, folks, landlords are not greedy. Landlords have to do these things by necessity. Necessity being each notice we get in the mail. Anytime I get a notice in the mail, and I just got water and sewer bills in over here, up, 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 every single time. And then we get slammed on the news for being the greedy fat cats that are gouging the tenants, right? For these shit apartments that we don't take care of. And the reason is we need to keep these numbers where they are to make sure that the property can sustain and pay for itself. So if we kept rents low, we would go bankrupt. Property would go into foreclosure. We have to continually raise our numbers to meet our expenses. And here's a prime example. I'm going to spend a good deal of time to try to get an abatement, to try to save a little bit of money so I don't have to raise the tenant's rent. But how many landlords will do that? How many have the time? I'm going on this Thursday, April 18th at 9:45 a.m. That's when the only available appointment was. Would you be able to take a day off of work, gather your report information to be able to go and have a productive and constructive appeal hearing? Probably not. I can do that because I have the luxury of being mobile and being in this business and being a student of the game. Most people don't have that ability. So therefore, things go up, people take it on the chin, they raise their tenants' rents, wash, rinse, repeat. Every year, something new. So, just wanted to call this out for two reasons. Number one, that you can appeal. Okay, this is not finalized. It says right there, proposed. And also, that is what it is. That's why rents keep going up. It's because the expenses keep going up. Very simple equation, okay? Once again, Greg Rice here in the bucket, your property and your tax appeals managed.